Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Guys, we have some crazy news. On Monday, February the 16th, we're planning to launch a Master Deck of Fate event where you'll have a chance to get a legendary champion, BASIM Ibn Ishaq. You will be able to earn event points by summoning souls from soul stones and getting artifacts and accessories. So basically, it will be a soul rush / gear hunters event. During this event, you'll be able to collect champion fragments for BASIM Ibn Ishaq. 30 fragments will be hidden under 10 common green cards, 40 fragments will be hidden under 8 rare blue cards, and 30 fragments will be hidden under 3 epic purple cards. You will not be able to pin cards rarity during this Master Deck of Fate, and this event will last 96 hours. So, on Monday, the next guaranteed assassin will be available. Not really what we expected. Some of us actually expected, another champion to be guaranteed from the Deck of Fate, but we gotta get those Assassin's Creed out somehow. Now, BASIM is probably one of the worst assassins, in my opinion, from all of them. So I don't see that much value with this guy. He has Weaken on the A1, which is pretty cool. He has the Veil with an extra turn, so he's self-buffing this Veil. Then he also has the block active skills on A2, which is pretty cool. I always look at a champion's kit and I'm thinking, can this be good for example, Chimera Trials or PvP? And I feel like this guy, I haven't really seen much about him either, so I would have to test him myself, but I will definitely go for it because I'm a collector. I really like to fill out the Pokédex, and yeah, I'm definitely going to go for him since he's time limited, and who knows, maybe he will be the key champion for future content, and I want to be prepared for that. On top of that, I also need better souls, so if there is an opportunity to open soul stones and get something in return, that sounds good to me. Now, besides soul stones, you can also get points from getting artifacts and accessories. That's pretty cool. But the thing is, the Hero's Path that is coming up next weekend will also have a Gear Hunters event, or a Gear Hunters aspect to it. So yeah, this is kind of like unfortunate that we have this back-to-back, So theoretically, you could get a lot of points just from energy. You have 96 hours to invest energy into this deck. But I don't know. I don't know if this is actually worth it to go for BASIM if you don't have, the soul stones or the energy. I would rather go for the current fusion instead of him, I think. I'm not quite sure, but a guaranteed Lego is always good. So if you want to get your hands on an assassin, this is a pretty good chance, probably the best chance you can get. And yeah, after this, there's only Bayek left that we so far only had progressives for, and the 10x yesterday, right? And then also Edward. I was hoping that Edward Kenway would be guaranteed from the Deck of Fate, but yeah, it's BASIM. So that leaves the question, how are we able to get Edward? How will he be guaranteed? And how will Bayek be guaranteed? That's another question. So those two are now a big question mark where we don't know how to achieve them. It could be anything. Bayek could be guaranteed from Void Shards, could be part of a Hero's Path, or even placing first on the leaderboard for a Champ Chase tournament. I can see that happening as well. And Edward being part of a Hero's Path, or maybe both of them will be part of a Hero's Path. So there's a lot of room for speculation. We don't know what they're going to do. But what we do know is that the Assassin's Creed collab is ending in 1 month and 3 weeks. Okay, so that's like a little bit less than 2 months. That's when the Assassin's Creed collab will end, and we will most likely have a lot more events and tournaments during those 2 months. Also, we have an anniversary coming up in like 20 days, okay, like March the 4th or something. That's when the anniversary is happening. And I expect a lot of great events and tournaments there as well. Maybe a crazy fusion, who knows, something that will counter Mercurial or something like that. For the past two anniversaries, we always had great champions. We had Fabian with Armans, insane champions that were meta shifting. They changed a lot on how we play the game in Arena or PvP in general. And I expect something similar. And I think a lot of other people are expecting something similar as well. Now, back to the Deck of Fate. Now, the question is, how many points will you or can you expect to get for your soul stones? So if we take a look back at previous Deck of Fates for guaranteed champions, we had, different point values for your soul stones. The lowest was 60 for mortal soul stones, 600 for immortal soul stones, and 3,000 for eternal soul stones on the Freya Deck of Fate event. And I think the highest one was at like 700, like 70, 700, and 3,500. So the mortal soul stone value always moves in like steps of 10, and then the immortal soul stone value always moves at like steps of 100, and then the eternal soul stones move at like a point value of 500. So like I said, it could be anything from 3,000 to 3,500, maybe even 4,000, but I can't really imagine that they would do this, especially not for a time limited guaranteed legendary champion from a collab. I think the point value will be very low, somewhere around like 70. I think it's going to be 70, 700, and 3,500. That's what I'm predicting, and that's what I'm expecting. If it is lower than that, then man, it's going to be a hard time. And if it's higher than that, then good for us. So yeah, we will see. We'll see on Monday. Like I said, on Monday, February the 16th, that's when the Deck of Fate launches, and it will be up for 4 days. So you also have plenty of time to invest energy in this, but keep in mind that you also can get points for the Hero's Path with energy. Now, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithms can suggest you a video that you might like right here, and see you in the next one.